Well, is it safe to bring your family to sporting events in the Bay Area? It's an honest question many people ask nowadays, and for many families, the honest answer is no.
Tonight, the NBC Bay Area Investigative Unit digs deeper into the issues of fan violence at local stadiums and arenas. For 2 months, Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski has reviewed police reports and analyzed trends. And Tony joins us now. Tony, you found hundreds of examples of several local venues.
Well, we want a good time. We want to make sure our families are safe. We all remember recent fan fights making national headlines. Tonight, our investigation has found it's happening far more often at every Bay Area venue. Fan violence, an NBC Bay Area Investigative Unit exclusive. Video from the Niners-Raiders preseason game at Candlestick. Images we all remember. One of several fights that night in the stands. And this video posted on YouTube shows fists flying before the game in the parking lot.
Where the police at?
And outside the stadium, after the game, shots fired. 3 fans hospitalized. A violent game that produced more than 70 ejections and 7 arrests.
The violence we saw at the game, all the fights, and then obviously the shooting after the game, that makes me sick.
There is a huge police presence tonight at Dodger Stadium.
We also closely watched the aftermath of that unforgettable opening day fight at Dodger Stadium.
All because of that brutal attack.
Giants fan and Santa Cruz resident Brian Stowe, beaten by Dodger fans, months in the hospital, a life-changing brain injury.
Thank you. You're welcome.
They are the 2 highly publicized and highly criticized examples of fans out of control. And our investigation has found there are many more.
I got hit right here, square in the left eye.
66-year-old Manuel Austin Jr. went to Candlestick Park for the Steelers game back in December.
The next one hit me here, and then the fourth one actually hit me in the mouth and destroyed my teeth.
His first 49ers game in 7 years.
I don't like the idea of waking up with a headache in the morning. I don't like throwing up. I don't like the pain in my neck and my back. And all that started there.
It sounded like a stake hitting the concrete from about 2 stories up. And I'll never forget that sound.
Manuel Austin's son witnessed the first punch and then defended his dad.
If I wasn't there, these guys wouldn't have stopped.
Our analysis of police records and reports shows dozens of other examples of violence at venues in the Bay Area. At the Oakland Coliseum, fans at Raider games last season received 87 police citations. There were 144 arrests and 448 ejections. At AT&T Park, police records show for the 2011 Giants season, 3 assaults, 124 fans booked, and 559 ejections.
What normally leads to trouble is someone that's had a little bit too much alcohol.
In San Jose, police reports show an assault with a deadly weapon at a San Jose State football game last year. At HP Pavilion, records show 9 assaults at Sharks games.
And watching the media across the nation, we're seeing other fan violence at other sporting events, not just hockey, not just football. And so it is an issue.
And a quick search of fan violence on YouTube produces hundreds of examples.
Why is it taking 12 cops to take down one drunk guy?
So the problem a lot of people have when they go to their favorite sporting event is they probably over-identify with the team.
Cross the line.
They cross the line.
Sports psychologist Bill Cole.
Is it unhealthy when fans get this passionate?
I think it is unhealthy.
We live in an age of incivility.
Sports sociologist Harry Edwards.
I think it's serious because of what it says about where we are and who we are as a society and where we might be headed as a nation.
And our analysis of police records found no stadium had more reports of fan violence than Candlestick Park for 49ers games. This past season, there were 17 incidents of battery, 201 reported fights, 630 ejections.
I could see, and I could see them hitting me. And quite frankly, I didn't feel the pain. The pain in my body stopped.
The game Manuel Austin and his family attended, that December game against the Steelers, records show it was the most violent regular season game of the year. 38 fights, 57 ejections.
Does the guy who did this belong behind bars?
Yes.
Following his fight, SFPD issued only this misdemeanor citation to one of the attackers. Police have continued their investigation into what happened that night, but 2 months after the incident, no felony criminal charges have been filed.
So the guy who did this is only facing a misdemeanor?
Correct.
And your life has been turned upside down?
It has. Absolutely.
Is that justice?
Not in my opinion. It is not.
Manuel Austin is a 49er fan. His attackers, 49er fans and season ticket holders. In a statement, the San Francisco District Attorney tells NBC Bay Area the fight involving Manuel Austin remains under investigation. Quote, "Our office has requested and is waiting for information from the SFPD in order to make an informed decision regarding whether or not a case should be filed." So here's your takeaway. What's happening at venues is happening at every venue, but our analysis shows it's more likely to experience a problem. You're more likely to experience a problem at rivalry games like Giants-Dodgers or Niners-Raiders. Also, playoff games have more intensity and more fights. And finally, this one's intriguing. Records show Friday nights are the most likely nights for problems at Giants games. It's happening everywhere. I think people at home need to sit down and think about what and when they want to take their family, but intriguing information.
For restaurants, you know how they give grades? Would they ever do that for venues? A certain venue gets a grade in terms of violence?
You know, I think if they did, I think a lot of sports teams here in the Bay Area would be looking a lot closer. Now, the 49ers say they're trying to get on top of this, but the records show the problems are there.
Thanks, Tony.